Okay, we're going to do a little experiment here. I published this really nice API to RocketServe. Let's see if we can build a simple front end to it and how long it takes. Now, I don't know if I'm going to have to edit this video or not. I might have to if some parts take really long, but let's see. I got Claude in here with their Opus 4.6 model, and I'm going to ask it, can you see the documentation and samples? Sample login at https smkserver.loyalpuppy.com/API/docs.php and https testapix.php. Let's first make sure you can see the documentation. There's a lot of stuff in there. I'm sure it's like 800 functions because every single thing that Rocket does is an API call. Okay, well, it read everything. It's seen it all. Now what I'm going to do is pause this recording for a second, and I'm going to make test credentials for it and everything, and we're going to play. Alright, so here I am again. This time I'm telling it what API key to use, a user and a password, and just a prompt here saying I want to make a login screen. Then it logs in. Of course, it gives you a token we can use to make a nice simple dashboard, job entry, reports, whatever. I'm basically telling it I want you to build an app around that API. But simpler and practical. That's one of the complaints I've had over the years is, oh, it's complicated. Well, it does a lot of things, you know. So with this ability now to make new front ends for it, you can just have it make the easy stuff. Then you don't have to see the complicated stuff. Let's see how it works and how much the AI can actually detect. I haven't done this before with an API directly, so I'm as curious as you are, but I had AI write that API, so write the documents to it. The API I wrote, but it wrote the documentation, so I'm hoping it can read it as good as it can write it. And I'll side note it here, yes. By the way, this is software for process servers to run their businesses. Kind of like LD Max, Serve Manager, and PST. So I'll tell it this, and maybe it can use some of that to go out and get some intelligence about what those other programs are. See, it says, good to know, process serving industry software. Let me fix it, and I'm also going to tell it, yes, the website is loyalserve.com. Please put all into directory local SSD loyalserve. I'm telling it where to put the files, which should be, I think I have the loyalserve website going to that directory, and maybe I can just show this really quick when it's done. Right now, if you go to loyalserve, what do you get here? Let me see on my other screen here while it's working. Oh, I'm going to tell this to go ahead. I'm always going to tell this to go ahead. And right now, if you go to loyalserve.com, you get this. So I didn't even know it shouldn't even have a login. Oh my God, there is a login. Wow. Using the process serving. I wonder if this is from, you know what? I want to delete all this. Please delete everything in loyalserve directory first. And I think I was having it respec out RocketServe for another a simpler program I want to launch called RocketServe, but I want to clear this directory out of here because I don't want it to interfere with what we're doing here. But yeah, RocketServe is going to be a simpler program than Rocket. I like Rocket. Rocket has to have some complexity to handle California properly. Nothing I can do about that. But the average process server could be a whole lot simpler if it didn't have to deal with the things California has to do. The extra service types, the ability to have the law firm on the affidavit even though you don't need it. I mean, there's a lot of stuff I can pull out of Rocket for the average guy on the street that's not a big agency or doesn't care about being a big agency. There's a whole lot I could take out to make things look a lot simpler for that person. And that's what I want to do. But I still need Rocket for the real agencies out there that want to dominate their niches, slaughter their competitors, and have the most advanced tracking you can have. So Rocket ain't going anywhere. I just want to make something simple too for people that don't care about the reporting. I mean, there's like a few thousand process servers out there that ride around in their cars all day, don't have a real agency, doing everything themselves, so they don't have to QC everything like the mobile stuff coming in. They don't have to QC everything because they're doing it themselves. So there's a whole layer of quality control that I can take out, and that's what I want to do with RocketServe. But right now, we're going to tell this, while I have this directory and domain up, we're going to tell this to build everything against what it reads. I kind of want to see what it knows, because you can always direct the AI too and tell it no. But I want to see what we get here. It's making files now, although I don't see a big change here. I told it to overwrite. It's making the API now. This is fantastic. I'm going to tell you, this is beautiful. So it's doing some things here. I'm going to let this run, and then I'll shorten out the times if appropriate. I mean, if the whole thing's done in 20 minutes, no, I'm not going to edit the video. Otherwise, I'll edit it so you don't have to sit here and watch the AI think, which it could take a while. Oh, it's building everything in parallel. Very nice. Curious to see what it comes up with myself. I have had it build whole apps and front ends before, but not against just an API. That's going to be interesting. And that's one of the reasons I suggest this kind of flow, because everybody wants to do their own thing. And some of you are doing your own thing and really screwing up because you don't know what you're doing. But we have the API now, and that can handle the security, the replication, the data and disaster recovery. I'm really paranoid about that stuff, so I have a pretty good system in place for that. But when you build your own AI app on a database server you're not familiar with, so you can't really engineer it right to scale and do everything fast, and you probably the AI will tell you, oh yeah, your backup solution's great, but really it might not be. You can't. AI is a tool, man. It's like your kid bringing calculators into class. It's a tool, but you can't really not know the basics and still use it, or you're going to put yourself in a place where you have a big problem. So I'm not trying to scare everybody out of AI. I'm just trying to say, know what you're doing, or deal with someone else who does, or beware. So it's going along here, building the project structure, testing the API login. I'm excited. And let me tell it here, the login should be index.php in local SSD. I'm just telling it here exactly where to put that to make sure we replace what we got here. Or is this the new one? I think this is the one that was there. I keep refreshing it. Well, we'll see what it comes up with. Let me create the index and the full app shell. You hear the AI saying there? Well, let's see. You doing anything? Let me see. And I'll see you in a minute. I'm sure it'll tell us when we're done. Well, there's something. Do you want to create it? Yeah, man, do it. Still don't see a whole new thing here. You want to proceed? Yeah, it's testing itself, so it made something. Now it wants to test it. And that's good when it tests itself. Looks like a slight fail here. But it caught it, so it'll probably fix it. The proxy's working correctly. The demo key might need to be activated. Invalid API key. Wow. Well, that's not an invalid API key. No. Let me make sure. I'll paste in that deal there. And also on the other screen here, oh, I bet I know what I did wrong. I don't think so though. Rocket Devel. Ah, oops. I gave it wrong. Very good. Very good. Let's see how this goes now. We know we're on the right track. Login works, token received, so it's already able to log in with the stuff that we sent it. Yeah. So it's testing itself here. So did it leave some of it the same? Let me try. Let me see what I get here. 932.446. I'm checking on the other screen now. Well, I don't see anything. Do you want to proceed? Yeah. Okay, always proceed, always tell it okay until it breaks. It looks like it's getting into some kind of auth problem. That's okay. Let's see what it fixes there. It's definitely figuring out the API now. So you can see everything I'm doing here. We'll see what's up. And it's definitely playing with the files. I know the Rio API. Oh, very good. Now it's figuring out the responses. Very nice. So the AI is learning the API by testing little pieces of it. But But what I don't see in here is, I don't see the website updating. And that means I might not have the right server pointed at it. While it's doing that, I'm going to see about that. Tell this to go ahead. Well, that's definitely building that out. Let me make sure RocketServe is going where it should. Oh, it's going off my local. Well, that doesn't help. Let me fix that. I'll take it off my local so that it actually goes to a real site. Yes, there's the problem, I think. Okay. Alright. Is that the same? No, 1794. I'm logged into the wrong server. Darn it. Well, that's okay. I'll just get it to point here again. While that's going, I'll do a DNA switchy. Although the first thing I must do in here is make sure that the server's set for that. While this is going on there, I'm trying to fix it up here. Airflow, rocket develop. Yeah, it's not even set up for that. Crap. Alright. Well, that's thinking I'm setting this thing up in a hurry so we can preview it, huh? And we'll do all this and all this. We'll see who finishes first. AI or me? With the edge going to the AI, it might beat me, but it might not. I'm just configuring the web server now to know who to deal with. Then I have to test it. Ooh, it failed. Duplicate list in the options. I was afraid of that. Okay, that's good. Now I just need to change my DNS to point to that. While that's going on, okay, of course I'll proceed. Now I have to go into my Gmail and start dealing with the authentication of these friggin' sites too. Don't ask again. Okay. Nothing like all this new authentication they have out. Stop you from getting hacked, they say. Okay, the RocketServe DNS, we will change that. We'll edit the A record. We will change it to, it looks, the AI looks like it might be done here. Let me see what's up. I have to change that to this IP here. Wonder how long that'll take. I'll give it a second. What's this? www. Edit that A record here. Put it here. Good. So what's it say? It has a dashboard. Has this. You can check it out here. Oh, that's crazy. Well, all right. Let me check it out. Is this updated yet? Let me see. Might take a minute. Oh, it's got that. That's good. Let's go into the old one. But it's not really going to the new one. I think I have to give that a minute to propagate. Let's see. You know, for the sake of this, I'll just put it in my hosts already. That will eliminate the problem. Okay. Let's see what we get. Are we ready? I don't know what we're gonna get. Well, I wasn't expecting that. It's not supposed to be that. Oh wait, do I have to put index.php? Okay, index.php is everything. The proxy is the proxy. It says it's running on 8080, but I don't really want to do it that way. I want to go to the index deal. So it says there is no index.php. We know there is. Is it using my hosts here? Let me see. It definitely looks good. Perhaps I need to open up a new Firefox that doesn't have anything cached in it. Oh, it's thinking. That's a good sign. Oh, I gotta be HTTPS. Huh? Oh, go ahead. Let's see. Oh yeah, Loyal Puppy. I have to get a good SSL for it. That's fine. Accept the risk. It's just building a front end here. And this is the front end. I don't know where it got this from. This isn't my Flow UI. Or is it? I might have to see. Okay, well let's try a username and password for it. What do we have saved over here? rob@demothis.com and this password. I didn't have anything in it about Flow. No, this is not the one. This is definitely not where RocketServe should be going, but it's on the right machine, and that's good. So let's see what we got here. RocketServe via RocketServe.com. Let me check the files here that it's thinking about. Root. No, that looks pretty good. That looks okay. Ah, here we go. I forgot it in the server name. Alright. Let's restart the web service. Let's see what we got now. So where were we? We had a brand new Firefox. Well, HTTPS. Google will put that automatically. Forbidden. Well, we're getting warm. How about some friendlier permissions? Thank you. Okay, so this is what it thinks we get. Oh, let me just tell it index. This still isn't the page I'm expecting. Let me try a hard refresh. Okay, so that's it. This is what it built us. So it already put all this in it, and of course, in a production one, we would store the API key. You wouldn't need it. So we'll log in. Now look at that. Look at the dashboard this thing made us. Now, let's see how deep it goes. Status, oh, very nice. What if I click on that? Okay. I can't click on anything here, but it's showing it to me. Very nice. Okay, so let's tell the AI something here too, huh? Let's tell the AI the dashboard is nice. I'd like to be able to click on the cards and alerts to get a detail for them. Alright, let's see what it says now. In the meantime, jobs, open jobs. I know there are open jobs. Can I search by anything? No, okay. Reports, open jobs, completed, not approved, da-da-da, customer list, okay, courts, process servers. Yes, and we'll tell it here. As soon as it gives me a chance to tell it. Yes. So here I'm telling it I'm unable to see the detail list when I click customers, courts, or servers. So, of course, it gets it wrong the first time, but now I'm directing it along, and it's making all these code changes and everything. Good data. Let me fix both issues. Okay. Let's see what it already thinks it fixed. On the dashboard. Could not load dashboard data. Well, maybe it's still working on that. This is how you build this stuff. Want to proceed? Yeah. So it's doing a lot of stuff now. It's going to make the cards clickable with detail. Okay, data is there. It's still going. Results. The issue is results. Blah, blah, blah. Yeah, it knows all that. Okay. So it's learning the API as it's going and seeing it's not getting the data back like it thought it would. Works back fine through the proxy. Da-da-da-da-da. That's great. So it's the AI is thinking that's what it's supposed to do. Oh, I've got no light on in here. How can you see my pretty face? Hang on a second. I'll be back. There we go. I didn't even notice that. That's my daughter is all goth. She came in and turned out all the lights. I didn't notice. Alright, now it's working on the dashboard. Let's see how it's doing. Did you get the dashboard data back? Oh, it says to log in again. You know, I got to Control-Shift-R again. Okay, alright. We got the dashboard back. Nothing's clickable yet. We got a customer list yet? Yeah, okay. You see what's happening here? And it automatically put me in an edit so I can edit that customer. All right. Let's see if it actually saves the data though, huh? Allah, it didn't refresh at all. Give me that list. I think it's the AI still doing stuff. Let's see how it goes when it's... I should be doing this kind of crap when I'm done. Also added a detailed drill down. Okay, customers, courts. Yeah, it had the list a second ago, though. We're going to see what happened. Adding CSS for clickable stat cards. Okay, very good. So here the AI is driving and it's building a halfway decent front end. I haven't written one line of code. I pointed it to the API. You're going to see as we go along a little bit. I don't want this video to be too long. You'll lose interest, and I'll lose you if I haven't already. But gradually, in just a few minutes here, we've managed to build a UI, and we're going to get it a little better too. Keep in mind, this is just looking at the API. I didn't tell it to log in the RocketServe and use that as a guidance, which it can do. For example, if you use Serve Manager, you could say, hey, log in to Serve Manager, here's my credentials. I want something similar to this, but simpler or whatever. And it'll log you in, and it'll do that. Match it up to the API calls. All right, there it goes. It's really looking at stuff. I'm kind of liking that. Let me Control-Shift-R here. That's gonna make me log in again. Okay, I got this. Right with the customer list. Still nothing there. Okay. I'm gonna give it time to sort that out. Now it's back. It can't load the dashboard data. Okay. Let's see where this gets. Really, I'm doing all this while it's still working. That's kind of stupid, but you know, when they say don't push the red button, what do? You push the red button. Clickable alerts, drill down panel, bug fix. Okay. Credentials are in a session. This should fix that. Ah, very good. Well, then it thinks it's doing good. I probably have to log in one more time to get that session to do that. Ooh, it's got my recent open jobs. Okay, what if I click on it? Nothing. Okay, but I can click here. Status items to be approved. 6 of them. Can't find a file. That's interesting. Maybe I need to set my permissions again. Let me see. Every time it does something, it might not be best for permissions. Where's that file at? Okay, let's see here. Still say file not found? Okay. And this is going with all of its suggestions for the UI here. When I click the alerts, it says file not found. Alright, let it deal with that. What else I got? 6 jobs this month, file not found. Okay, customers! I still don't see my customer list. Well, that's a problem, huh? So, customer list not showing. When I click dashboard again to go back to it, it's gone, but after I first log in, it's there. Okay, we'll let it see that, figure that out. I'm telling it what's wrong, because after I first log in, I see the dashboard, but then when I tell it to go back to it, it's gone. Well, it's not gone now, maybe, but it was gone. Yes, okay, so actually, if I hit customers, there's no customer list, and then if I hit dashboard, it's not there, like it logged me out or something. Alright, let's see what it does now. See, it already, as fast as I'm typing it, it's knowing the problem. And it's going to fix it. And this is how you gradually guide the AI. I'm dying to see the job screens and stuff like that. What do we got for reports? Okay. Anything coming up on that? Oh yeah, there's all my open jobs, completed not approved. Nothing. Completed jobs not invoiced. Nothing. Billing activity. Ah, look at that. There should be some unassigned jobs and accounts receivable. Accounts receivable especially. Accounts receivable and unassigned jobs isn't working. In reports, accounts receivable and unassigned jobs are not showing data. Okay. just confirms it. Da 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 da. And here it goes. It's making these adjustments while I'm going along. There, it knows. Oh, it's tracing that weird issue. Very good. Now, if you notice, I haven't written a line of code yet. I'm a really good programmer, but I'm not so good at user interfaces, and this thing built me something that looked kind of nice. You can build, I'm going to update the API with all the client interface functions, so you could still use Rocket and build your own custom client interface where your clients see what you want them to in the way that you want them to see it. That's the next thing I'm coming out with. But I'm demonstrating here how you can point that AI at something and get a nice, decent looking, trendy user. I mean, this is a prettier user interface than Rocket has right here. Logging me back in, it's still giving me that. It's still working on that, I guess. I'm going to Control-Shift-R. It'll log me in again. Am I getting any detail here? Empty response from API. Okay. 31 jobs, file not found. Completed and waiting approval, file not. Okay. I could see how it could have an older dashboard in it, maybe. Because I haven't ran a fresh cron on it to update it in the database. See, in the database, it holds where the cron is, and it holds these statistics. And every 6 minutes, it does a query of the database. So what you're looking at here might not be exact, but it's close enough. Do you want to proceed? Yeah. And I'll guide it along some more as we get some things going on here. I think it has to. Yeah, let's see. Proper. Wow. Here I am telling you unassigned cards there's no data file, but here it's also looking at it here. It's going to fix up the reports. Wow. So one by one I can guide it. It takes a bit because it's learning how to do it, but it's doing it. Unassigned jobs, how about it? And it's got them. Okay, thank you. What about those accounts receivable, huh? Didn't we have something for that? I don't like the scroll here. I can probably tell it about that. Let me come back in. Yeah, accounts receivable. There, we got the accounts receivable. Very good. Very good. I don't know why it says print. What's it print? Oh, it puts it in a little, okay, a little PDF. Now, watch this. I'm going to tell it. If it lets me here. Where am I at? In the accounts receivable, I should be able to click the client name and see the open invoice detail, a list, where I can then check off the ones I want to print, and it should submit to a print invoice function so I can get them back and see them as they are supposed to render. Alright, I'm going to give it a little thing to do there while it's working the other stuff. It just has to find the functions. I'm not telling it what the functions are called because I want to see if it can figure that out based on me telling it what I want. I mean, that's really what we want to do here. Although there is a list of all the functions, I want to see how much it can find on its own. AI has surprised me lately. Every single time I use it, it's better. Now I'm using Opus 4.6 right now from Claude, but they just came out with a new model that's supposed to be even better, a 4.7. I just have to set the Claude to use it, and I'm lazy. Well, let's see. Look, it's going in and it's doing that. It's going to check how it looks and what functions are. Very nice, man. So back to the dashboard. It's still throwing me out, making me hit Control-Shift-R every time. What if I log out? Can I log out? Okay. What if I sign back in? File not found. Hey, that ain't good. Well, we'll definitely have to figure that out. No. Control-Shift-R. and sign in there. A little quirky, nothing we can't work out from it. Did it find anything on any? Which one of these did I tell it that I was having trouble with? Status ID invoice, file not found. No. Status items without photo. Open jobs 10 days. Outstanding reminder. Okay, all these say file not found. Okay. Jobs this month. Got in 6 jobs this month. What are they? Okay. So is this thing finished here? Can I direct it more, or what's it going on? It's still working at accounts receivable. That's more of a priority. It said it's gonna do it right. Da-di-la-di-da. Let's see. I'll be happy. If this thing comes and shows me invoices, I'm going to be blown away. And I wouldn't mind seeing the job searching get a little better too. Then it's just a matter of time to tell it, oh, there's some 500 errors. Let's see what it figures out here. Doesn't need that one any. Yeah, it does actually. This is more open invoices, but I want to see if it picks up on that. Definitely getting smart. It's got compile invoice, but we don't want it to use that one. Show test invoice. It's looking at different functions. Very nice, man. Alright. Boy, it's really going. Show test invoice PDF link. Update the report section. Well, this isn't a test invoice. We want the real invoice, not the test invoice. I'm giving it a hint here. I actually can't remember what I call the function. It's working that. Let's see, do we have a job search yet? Well, let me sidetrack it on that, huh? Jobs. Search. Doesn't return anything. Well, there was the print invoice. It returned to 500 when it says it may have been a parameter. I'm going to check the docs for the correct parameters. Very good. Ah, there we go. It's going to fix the print invoices. Very cool. So I did give it a little guidance because we have a test invoice concept that a small agency wouldn't care about. But a big agency doing batch invoices should run a test invoice first just to make sure everything's right. Because if it's all going to be a couple of hundred jobs on one invoice, well, it's a pain in the butt if you have to delete that invoice to correct something and recompile it, blah, blah, blah. So it lets you look at a test invoice first. Then when you do a real batch invoice, it blows it out. But if you're a little guy riding around in his car, you don't care about any of that. And putting that in your program just looks complicated to you. It's actually simple to a large agency. They can have somebody QCing the charges all day long, so when they batch invoice at the end of the month, it's just one button push. But a small agency doesn't need that. And that's where there's a big difference between how the guy in his car looks at his work and how a 20,000 paper a month agency looks at their work. So I'm really trying hard to be the guy that services both of those guys. I want that guy in his car. I love you. I was you. So I want him too. But for the past 25 years, my niche has been those big giant agencies. So I'm trying to bridge that gap. What's going on here? Has it done anything with the reports and the accounts receivable? Uh-oh, no data. Well, it could have logged me out. Yeah, look at that. What happens if I Control-Shift-R again? Logs me back in. Okay, what about the reports now? Yeah, now I see what it's doing. Okay, so can I click the client and I get $147.18 of open invoices? No open invoices found. All right. Okay, but I'm getting warm. I got a clickable client. I don't like this opening the thing on the bottom either. I'd rather have it do a pop-up in a modal. Maybe I can tell it that. You want to proceed? Yes. A modal is one of the windows. Well, you'll see it. Alright. Maybe that'll cause it to change other areas in the UI too. So let's see. Switch everything to modals. Very good. Anything happen here? No. Did it log me out or something? Let me see. That's what I think is happening. I think it's logging me out. Let's tell it that behavior, because that's a little frustrating. Let's see, it should be making a list and slowly fixing stuff. Looks like we've been at it 10 minutes so far. I'll bet this video is 45 minutes long. Aye. Well, it's just as well. You see everything. If it's an hour long, it's an hour long. I'm going to bill it as an hour that can change your life, because if we can get something going right in the next 15 minutes, you basically just built something in an hour that you would have paid a lot of money to have someone else build. Let's see how it goes. The core problem is the auth error handling too aggressive. It's logged in. Let me fix the API client. Very good. Ooh, it's gonna do a full rewrite to do modal window pop-ups instead of that little thing on the bottom that popped up. I didn't like that. Let's see what it comes up with. It's able to write so much faster than I am. So it puts me in a position where all I have to do is go through it in detail and quality check it in detail. Switch the modals, fix the report section. Since billing returns all invoices not filtered by client, I need to use print invoice. Yeah. Oof, it's really going at that rewrite. see, I'm just kind of giving it a minimal amount of direction. There it goes. Okay. I had to reread that section. AI has to do that a lot. It will often get it wrong the first time out. Oh, can I go into jobs, do a search, maybe it fails, and go back to the dashboard yet? No, it's still playing with that. I still have to hit Control-Shift-R here. I'll get back to that. What's going on in that accounts receivable and reports? What happens if I click here? Okay, it still hasn't done the modal yet. And it's kind of logging me out again, too. Could be a minor quirk. It says it's going to fix it in the correct API call. It's definitely thinking about it. And then ultimately, I want to get an edit job screen and have it printing some affidavits. But let's see how far we get in this run. I've only got 10 minutes till it's been an hour, so I think I'm gonna take out some stuff. No, yeah, no. Why wouldn't you want to hear me pontificating while everything's running, right? Bump version and verify everything. Besides, I'm showing you how to use the AI here. Sometimes I think certain things are just common sense because I've been doing them so long, and they're not, you know, so it's better I leave this video with some boring sections in it than it is to take stuff out that might make something click with you, you know. Oh, it says it's fixing the sessions. It's fixed that, fixed that, fixed that. Everything works. Really? Now, like I said, the AI will tell you everything works. Do a hard refresh. Let's see, because usually when it says everything works, it really doesn't. But you keep guiding it until it does. See, it's not even loading the data. Oh, it logged me in again. All right, let's see what it's got. So it thinks the job search works now. Let's see. Test, search, Smith. Search, all open jobs? No, okay. So, job search returns no results. I'm just searching by test. So it should definitely pull something. I think it should use universal search. Universal search searches by a lot of fields. We'll just tell it that. So what about that accounts receivable while I'm fiddling with this? Hit dashboard again, it doesn't like me. What about reports? No. Dashboard? No. Alright, Control-Shift-R. Let's go to the reports, hit the accounts receivable. Okay, I got my data. Click the customer. Okay, I have a modal though. I have a beautiful modal. This is the modal, how it pops up. Oh, that is beautiful. Ah, invalid JSON format. So the modal pops up and I think it logs me out. Yes. When I click a customer ID from accounts receivable, I get a nice modal now, but it says no open invoices for customer, and I think it's logging me out too. Can you check? Now I'll tell you something weird that I've learned with the AI. Be nice to the AI. It doesn't have feelings, but even with the AI, I seem to catch more flies with honey than I do vinegar. So every now and then I tell it, nice work, thank you, this is beautiful. I don't know that I have to, but I think somehow it helps it work a little harder. Maybe that's just bullshit, but I don't know. I give it its respect. And it's searching now. API works perfectly from curl. Da 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 da. Must be a JSON. Let me trace the exact flow. Very good. Cool, cool, cool. Let's see what it does. So the direct curl is working good. Now it's going to check how it gets stuff, and it's logging it and watching its own log. Okay. Now it's checking some JavaScript stuff. It's testing different options of why it would keep logging us out. I see the problem. It stringifies the array. Oh, that makes sense to me. Not. Alright, it's checking its stuff really good now. It's really looking hard at the JS. It's using a JavaScript, which is funny to work with. I don't know why it doesn't use jQuery, but JavaScript is kind of pure. Oh, nice, nice. It's going to add a console log to try to trace that issue. Very nice. I hope it doesn't drag me into where I have to paste back in at certain fields and stuff. Okay, update the jobs table to handle both for. Very nice. Really liking what I'm seeing here. And I think you're going to like it too. Fix the potential reauth race condition for the invoice modal. Well, that's what's going on. Let's see what we got. Oh, this is nice. Do you want to proceed? Yeah, go for it. Let's play with those invoices. Let's see what it got us here. While it's doing that, I'm going to try to play with this section. Test, search, nothing. All open? How about it's nothing? Okay. Back to it, can't load the dashboard data, everything's empty. Alright, Control Shift R. Having a little trouble getting past that. All good, do a hard refresh. Job search now uses unit type test and hit search. And it wants me to do the browser console. Now it wants my help. Okay. I'm going to give it to it too by going over here to the... I need to get the browser console, so I'll get some developer tools. Console. I go to jobs here. Oh, look at that. Okay, let's put in Smith. Bam, how many do I get? No records found. I got an error here though. How about test, search? No records found. Two things in the console. Where's the console? Come on, I want to see it. Show split console. What's that? Switch to multi-line editor mode. No. Show me what's going on here. I'll put something's up. Errors. What has it got here? 404s. Warnings. Info. Errors. Okay. Can I copy the console? Alright. Job shows a list when I first open it. Searches don't work. Show it. Paste in the console output. tell the host file on the server, like here, I have to tell it that I think its own IP is RocketServe. That will help. Let's see. That way it knows that that's itself. Let's see what it figures out here. Go for it. It's going to do an operation now it might not have access to do. Let me see. Oh, it's got it. Go for it. Wow. So this thing is actually able to configure the web service. Now I want to tell you something. I had ChatGPT and I started playing with it, and I gave ChatGPT my credentials and it completely wiped out my laptop. It literally said, thank you for your password, deleted everything. I haven't seen Claude do that. Claude's been so good. And it looks like it's rocking and rolling now. Okay, let's see if it's really fixed, huh? Go back to my dashboard, log me out, Control-Shift-R. Alright, let's go to jobs. Okay, posts. What if I search by test? Nothing. It really doesn't want to find that, does it? The Java's posting to it directly. There is a proxy.php in there. I wonder why it's giving it a 404. 404 is a not found. And a RocketServe from this computer, because that's what's happening. It's calling it from my computer. Should ping it correctly. Do I need to update the permissions? Copy link location. No, I need to copy the whole clipboard. Something's up.
Love you.
Love you, babe. Let's see what it says here. Because that's weird that I would get an error like that. Well, I don't know what it's doing there. This thing is looking at the web server configuration really good. It reloaded it. while it's doing that, let's see what happens here. Anything good? Well, it's got that. Jobs. It still gives me a 404. Let me try that in my browser. Oh, HTTPS. It's crazy. It's really hung up on that deal there. Invalid JSON input. Well, that's better. That's the real information there. I'd rather get back an error than that. A 404 deal. You know, I think I need to clear this cache more than anything else. Because I still have the old thing cached in it. But let's see what we got now. Jobs. You know, I bet it doesn't like the bad SSL in it either. I need to add in a better SSL. Let me pause this. Look at that. This even wants to do that too. Yes, please. Let's have it do it. It's gonna download the correct SSL certificate from a free service and add it to the configuration and la-di-da-di-da. That might help. I should have looked at was an XHR. It's some type of cross-header type of error. Let's see how this works. That'd be crazy if this thing just automatically goes out and does that too. Probably will. Yeah, it's doing it. Now it's installing it, trying to. Some error there. Well, there is a port 80 block. See here what it does about that. It won't do the DNS challenge. It's already on 443. Okay. Let's see what it does here. It's figuring something out. This is just great. Yeah. Alright, that worked. See if this can open up the firewall for a little bit till this gets done. I know it's blocking it. It's using a UFW port. Alright, go for it. Requesting the certificate. Come on, baby. Successfully deployed certificate. What I wanted to hear. You want to proceed? Yeah. Now it's closing the firewall back up for port 80 that it wanted to have Let's Encrypt go in and make sure the DNS worked. Okay, it works. Now the certificate is done, and it figures I can do a hard refresh here. I think I can too. I still see a 404 for some of those posts, but I got my dashboard now. Let me see. It still says 404. Show it the whole thing. This might tell me another setting to put in it. Oh, it really knows what it's doing here. Alright, let's see what it does now. Let's reconfigure the deal somehow. Try a hard refresh. It ought to work now. It did. Damn, that thing is smart. Oh, yeah, what if I put in test? Okay, what if I put in Smith? How about that? Damn. Okay, that's working. Wow. Way cool. So if I hit view, what's it do? Okay, it gives me a job detail here. It gives me attempts on the jobs. Very good. Addresses. You know, I don't know if I have 147 addresses on that job. It's quite possible with these test jobs. Let's find this normal looking one here. Okay, print affidavit. Ooh, yeah. What about a default work order? What's that look like? Come on, come on. We're playing here. More tools. Web developer tools. What happens when I hit default work order? Alright, view. I probably have to do a, is it coming up in the network tab? Maybe. Attempts for addresses 147. Print affidavit. What about an affidavit? What about an Arkansas affidavit of service? Okay. Let's tell it a few things. And so far it looks like shit, but we can see it's doing the searching now, so gradually. Very nice. Each job on the job search though shows 147 addresses when I go into it. That's not right. I think I should query the get job details. When user clicks view. Alright, let's tell it that. And let me go back to the dashboard while it's doing that. It didn't log me out that time. Okay. Accounts receivable. This one, modal, comes up with the, oh, this is nice. Now we got it where we want it. Now, what if I hit view on that invoice? Okay, this is showing me the handlebars code. Very good. And what if I want to print it here? Print selected. Okay. Oh, this is great. Okay, so I want to proceed. Yeah. When I click on invoice, when I click on print next to an invoice number, it is giving me handlebars code. Can you get it to render to HTML? Oh yeah. With Wheezy print to render to HTML, and then use tell it to use this Wheezy print program. Let's see what it does now. I gave it a big clue when I said to use a handlebars code. Let's see how that goes. Okay, and all the rich data. Okay. Let's install that Wheezy print and see what we get. Good. It's going to update this to call that and check the invoice rendering issue, which is kind of huge because that's how the affidavits and work orders also print. It uses something called handlebars to embed the field names into it, and then it renders it. Maybe there is a function prints the invoices directly to PDF. Submit invoice number. As a matter of fact, I think there is, but maybe a bulk invoice print does that. It's checking now. Very nice. But I think there is a bulk invoice print too. Print invoice that returns a handlebar. Let me switch to show test invoice. Don't use show test invoice. That's different. So you're watching me guide the AI here. Now we got searchable jobs. Now we got a customer list. Customer list, very nice. Can it really search them? Any test customers? Oh, very nice. Okay, it's able to search test customers. Any Rohan? That should be one in the database. Very good. Okay, can I edit the customer? It looks pretty basic. Of course, there's a lot more fields than that available, but can we do the courts? Very good. And what about Dade County? Can we search that? I don't see the court search working. Broward County? Okay, so we know the court search needs some help. What about an edit? Alameda Superior Court. Put a few X's after that. No, it didn't save. Okay. Minor stuff. List of process servers. Very good. Yeah, what if I edit it? What if I edit it? Oh, okay. I got that. So it can add more fields, sub-servers, license numbers, all that kind of stuff. We're just building something basic here. And something basic is working. What about these 28 jobs awaiting affidavits? Oh, nice. What if I click the job number? What do I get? Little things. All right. It's going to work this modal here to give us more accurate data. I think it's working that now. Want to proceed? Yeah. No, very slowly here. We're building a beautiful front end into some nice processor and software with an API that this AI never saw before. Never read before. We aren't guiding it or anything. Very little. Yeah, client's supposed to render it. All right, PHP endpoint takes the invoice number, then converts it to PDF. Okay, well, let's see how that works. But I think there's a bulk option that returns a PDF directly. Let me see. That would be at smkserver.loyalpuppy.com/docs/API/docs.php. Oh, it would just be API, okay. Alright, cool. Anything for invoices here? Get job, get invoice, bulk print invoice, batch do email. That'll email it out. We don't want that. Email, print invoices. Yeah, well. Bulk. Got bulk rename docs. No, 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 no. Okay, that's out of there. What about the word batch? Invoice, batch, print. Not bulk print, multi. Splatter, priority code, marked messages red, filters, detailed, flip to scan. That's a nice one. Okay. Well, scratch that. I'll tell that yes. What does this think it's doing? Now it does this to do that, and then it does this to do that. Hard refresh and try it out. Alright. I hard refreshed. No, it's the reports I want to see. Accounts receivable. Click this guy. Check this and hit print selected. Oh, that's a basic. Very basic. I'm not really seeing the invoice the way I want it, but it's rendered. When I hit download PDF, it'll make a PDF, right? Okay. So it doesn't have the line items or anything, but it's certainly getting there. The invoice, I'll tell it that. The invoice isn't showing the charge detail. And user can see each at the bottom of it. Alright, we'll let it figure that out. So now we got it printing invoices. It's basic, it's not as correct as we'd like it. I don't see it showing the, what does view show? Oh, it shows the HTML now, okay. So I told it that. Let's see if it gives us a better charge detail here. I think we're going to find that it does. I know what the problem is. It doesn't have the CSS definitions in it. But let's see what it does here. A proper recursive parser. Let's rewrite the handlebars renderer. Very nice. So we're getting quite a bit done here. You need an invoice that you doesn't exist. Server never does it in a batch. Okay. Well, we'll just have to teach this thing how to render off the handlebars templates that Rocket makes. And it looks like it's learning that. I'm really proud of that. We've actually built something kind of neat here. Also, we'll tell it that too. Just to wanna proceed. Yeah, man. This is it's a rather long video here. You're probably bored off your ass. But But you can see in just over an hour here what we've done. Imagine if you took a day or two or longer. I mean, that's not bad. A couple hours here, a couple hours there. You end up with something really nice. Alright, it's checking this out, checking this functions out. Very good. Now it says the charges are correctly rendering. Well, let's see. I'll believe it when I see it, right? 147.18. This one's 71.05. Alright, very nice. Oh, that's a much better looking invoice, isn't it? How's it look? Okay. Now we don't need some of the borders in there. Or do we? You know what? That ain't really a bad looking invoice. Can live with that. Besides, the program does have custom invoice templates in it. You can't see them here, but that's a more detailed part of the API. It's in the functions where you can set different invoices up for different clients. But still, we have a basic invoice. Little things we could complain about that we could get it to change. But now we have it doing an invoice. That's pretty cool. It's showing me completed jobs without invoices yet. It sure is. Very nice. Okay. We're getting somewhere. What's it doing now? I'm going to proceed? Yeah. I think I told it with the customers. Hard refresh and try it. Here's what changed. Okay, it did the... Okay. Now it thinks it fixed the customer saving right. Let's see. We'll save the whole thing here. Customers. Which one is it here? Account resolution team. And I said XXXXX. Save customer. Oh yeah, it did. It say okay, very nice. So now it's viewing and editing customers, and you can see it's starting to come together a little better. View the job attempt 0, very good. That's giving accurate data. One address, very good. Print affidavit. I don't think it's going to do this yet, and this isn't a nice interface. You make a better screen for this. Let's see though. Yeah, it's not going to print that. Okay. Here, it's just telling it which affidavits. Very nice, though. I like this. So you can see, in just a little bit of time, I built something functional. It's not that cool. What kind of reports we got? All the unassigned jobs. Yeah, there's 218 of them, like the card set up there. And normally you tell it to check off boxes and let you perform actions against them. Have a job edit screen here. I mean, you can build it into something really nice, but in an hour, we've already, oh, very nice. Job types, good. Case types, good. Priority codes, employees, very nice. So you're already building something neat here. Yeah, should show 1 and 0, very good. Service types, very good. Oh man. And there's functions for editing and managing all this. But right now we built a basic dashboard that couldn't run your business, but you could see how more you could direct the AI and it can absolutely run your business. So that's today's masterclass. Sorry it took so long with some of the crap we had to deal with. Oh, can I see this completed and approved job? No affidavit back from server. Yeah. What happens if I click on the job? Okay, all right. A different address than the last one. Yeah, it's the correct address. Okay. It's on the right track. Thank you very much. I'm here if you need me, and I'm so sorry it's so long. Just later.